Hello and welcome back. Days of Our Lives spoilers tease Gwen has a secret agenda. We don't know much about her past, other than what she shared with Claire and her boyfriend Jake. However, Gwen hangs out around Salem for the foreseeable future. She has reason to stay close to the Demiras, and there are hints that she has a shocking connection to a prominent Salem family. So who is Gwen's daddy? Here are 5 men who could be Gwen Rizchek's greedy daddy on the NBC soap opera. Gwen has a British accent on Days of Our Lives. Maybe it's because her father is British. 2 Britons with connections to Salem come to mind: Shane and his twin brother Drew. The timeline matches the fact that the 2 men from Days of Our Lives were in England in the 80s. This timeline matches Gwen's design. So if Gwen is Shane's daughter, that would make her stepsister Eve. And if Drew was her father, Eve and Gwen would be first cousins. Viewers of Days of Our Lives may recall that Drew worked for Stefano at one point as a contract assassin. He is responsible for the death of the mother of Stefano's son, Benji Hawk. It could be Gwen's connection to the Donovan and Demira families at Days of Our Lives. At Days of Our Lives, Jack is the proud father of Abigail and JJ. Her 2 children are returning to Salem this fall. But does Jack have a secret second daughter? And is it Gwen? Remember, Jack grew up in a wealthy family. Abby is Jack's princess, and Gwen's childhood seems far from happy. It also explains why Gwen hit Chad. There is no such thing as a jealous sister seeking revenge to stoke sibling rivalry and daddy's guilt. Gwen might be after Abby's privileged life. It would be a fun version in Days of Our Lives. So there is a chance that he attended a boarding school and a university abroad in England. It is plausible that he fathered a child during his young years as a wild bachelor. If Gwen Rizchek is Jack's daughter, that might explain why she's trying to get Abigail's favor on Days of Our Lives. Ivan is best known as Vivian's servant and trusted confidant. He's helped her pull off many ploys over the years, while also being secretly in love with her during Days of Our Lives. Recently, Ivan was back to help Vivian fake her death to escape jail for Lonnie's attempted murder. While in detention, Ivan spoke about Jake. After the DNA test proved that he wasn't Stefan Demira, he told the madam that she had given birth to twins on Days of Our Lives. As far as we know, Dr. Rolf has no children on Days of Our Lives, but we know he is Stefano's right-hand man and master of genetics, among other medical wonders. Recently, he hinted at spreading his seed and helping Kristen get pregnant. So, maybe he did it before Days of Our Lives and fathered a kid or 2 along the way. Recall that the protege of Vincent is Rolf, so he learned from the master. Now the chatter revolves around the fact that Gwen Rizchek and Vincent can be siblings. They can even be twins. Plus, both Days of Our Lives hits around the same time. It would make sense for Dr. Rolf to make his son his protege. That would explain Gwen's sneaky streak. Heck, it would be in her DNA if she was Rolf's strange offspring. And since Rolf is loyal to the Demiras, that also explains why Gwen is desperate to stay at Casa Demira. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and see you again.